What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today on the main computer. I'm basically playing catch up since it was down for a couple videos of other games I did. Already did Sonic Superstars, so today we're going to do SCARLET NEXUS. Now that's another game that should run absolutely flawlessly on here, but hey, I'm curious and want to know. And I want to do it on here since we didn't get to do it. So we'll find out for ourselves whether or not it's perfectly playable or not. It should probably be 120 FPS the whole time maxed out, but we'll see. Now normally I'd go over the specs of this thing, but I stopped doing that because, well, it's in the description all the time and it just takes up too much time. I'd rather just get into the game, and if anybody's curious about anything, I don't mind answering in the comments. But remember, it's always in the description too, and I've already started updating it to include this new GPU, so that's about the only thing that's changed. Now we've got that Galax SG 4090. Very awesome card. Very quiet, very cool running, no coil whine. It's great. My other 4090 whined like a son of a bitch. Anyway though, before I let the intro get too long and completely defeat the purpose of getting rid of the description of the specs, let's get into the game. Here's a look at the settings we're going to run here for SCARLET NEXUS. We're going to run maxed out basically. I just turned VSync off, turned everything else up to high, full screen, and no frame rate limit. So there we go. Now we got that out of the way. It is now game time. Here we are in game. So let's get some gameplay here. Okay, I guess it's cutscene time already. I figured I was gonna get to run around a little bit before that happened, but okay. All right, and since this is literally just basically portrait sitting there, standing still, we're getting like 700 FPS. And there's no coil whine, no nothing. I like this GPU. And it's still way cooler running. Like 6-7 degrees cooler running, maybe even 8. Now that might change and it might be equal once I overclock it to the same level, but for now, it's doing way better. Alright, cool. We do get a battle at least here. I would have been a little annoyed if all I got to do was cutscenes and no fighting of any sort. Alright, so they're just teaching us about the invisibility. Okay. I think I got it, but I'm not much of a invisible kind of person here in these kind of games, but it might have to be something I get used to, or I won't be able to do anything, but I'm going to try just killing him my way. Alright, that's the best time to hit him. He can't do nothing while he does his little beam attack. So as long as I don't get hit by his jumping out of the ground, or yeah, as long as that doesn't happen. And I think he can also bite. Yep. So as long as I don't let those things happen, I should be okay. Oh darn, I wish I had some psychic power to throw at him right there. Oh well, we can still hit him a couple times there. There we go. Have a box. But yeah, we're getting plenty of FPS and we're not getting huge stutters or anything, so that's nice. Aha. Miss with your beam, therefore I hit you. That's just the way it goes. But you know what I could use? I could use a little hit. Just a little. Sucks, I'm almost out of this insane cake. This stuff is tasty. It just kind of tastes like this cake. Oh, he hit me and I hit him, but I killed him and I didn't die, so it looks like I win.
ほんと地獄に仏とはこのことだわ。
どうしてこんなところにいたの？
いや、この辺りで因縁のある怪異を見たような気がしてさ。一人で覗きに来たらこのありさま。かっこ悪いのなんの。お、 それよりうちの隊長を探さないと。俺を助けに来てくれてヤバげな怪異を引きつけてくれたんだ。
瀬戸さんもここにいるんですか？
そういうこと。悪いけどもうちょっと力を貸してくれ。隊長を見捨てるわけにはいかないからな。
ええ、追いかけましょう。セプテントリオンだからそう簡単にやられることはないと思うけれどね。
Alright, now that that conversation's done, let's at least run around for a little bit here. Battles and combos are fun, but most of the time in these games is spent around running around like this. But yeah, we're still getting plenty of FPS. I'm not seeing any giant stutters. There's tiny, teeny, tiny, itty bitty ones. Okay, going in between places stutter. A lot of games do that. So I don't care too much about that, but just being honest. Huh. Can I go through that? Okay. Just making sure they weren't like, we can't go through the keep out signs, even though they're just like holograms, but nope, they let me through. Huh. So much neon signage. Alright, anything to collect anywhere? Always good to look around just to make sure. What about back here? Nope, doesn't look like nothing. Alright, well, let's continue along our way then. And be careful, nothing jumps out at us. That's why I'm trying to take it slow, too. Huh. Big place. Anyway, why don't we use this opportunity to move on? Now let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay as soon as I get my controller to work. There it goes. It fell on the floor a couple days ago, and ever since then, it's had issues with connection and with the USB-C port. If you poke it in the wrong way, it'll just disconnect. Really annoying. But as long as you're just holding the thing normally and playing normally, it's fine. But sometimes when you set it down, it fucks up. There we go, that was cool. Alright, cool. I was gonna say, we're gonna do another fight here. Kinda wanna do a little more fighting, but seems like it's talking time now. Itchy, 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 itchy. It's but a flesh wound. Well, the ally is no longer available for remote play. That's alright, I don't really see too many circumstances where I'd want to stream to this computer from the ally. Other way around, fuck yeah. But not that way. Where are we at now? Looks pretty fancy. Ah, it's a hideout. Site for rest and relaxation.
各班が独自に持つセーフハウスのことをアジトというんだ。
今回みたいに負傷したけど本部が遠い時とか任務の合間に補給や休息を取るのに使う中継地点よ。いわゆる秘密基地ね。そうだ、今日からここを強化隊のアジトにできないかしら。
強化お姉様も時々とんでもないことを言うな。このセーフハウスは民間人の持ち物だぜ。
構いません。ランドールのセーフハウスは腐るほどありますから。それより医療キットがありました。
So they got a bunch of safe houses. But one would expect that.
背中を。かなり深い傷だったわね。治療場所があって。
Yeah, this thing does get quite a bit better temps. Not like, oh my god, like super crazy, but we're only getting a 70 on my other one. Even if I didn't have my overclock on, like this one doesn't, it would be getting up to 78, 76 to 78 unrestricted FPS like this.
手とか震えてたし、案外普通の女の子もね。
Curious what it'll get once I tune everything, like the fan speed and everything like that. I can probably get it pretty cool. Because you want this thing to stay cool. The cooler it is, the higher boost clock it'll get to and stay there for longer. Now, to my CPU side, I said F all that shit. I want everything. Give me all the gigahertz you got all the time. Don't really care about power consumption on this computer. Although a game like this obviously can push the CPU very much, so it's only taking 85 watts, but that's a lot compared to my 5800X3D. That thing in the same game I think only took 38 to 44 in the same game. But lots of more cores than this guy, obviously. Sucks mine's a dud and I can't even overclock anything at all. And now that I know the 14900K is also just like kind of like even worse than a 13900KS, I might just go to Micro Center and get a KS and then just sell this guy. And then maybe I can at least get a couple cores up to 6 gigahertz from 5.8, and then I can hopefully at least have an all-core overclock of 5.6 gigahertz on the P cores, you know? And the E cores, 4.5, that'd be fine. Just to get a little bit more pep out of them and all that.
それどころじゃなかったんですって。重大怪異2匹に襲われたんだから。
そうか。それにしてもお前がそんな調子だったら弁償してもらおうね。え？
Alright though, I was hoping maybe this wouldn't be such a long talk to where we could get a couple more battles in or whatever, but it's starting to look like this is mostly going to be talking for a while, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up. It's quite obvious we get hundreds and hundreds of FPS and it's flawlessly playable on this PC anyway. Figured it would be, but anyway. Let's go wrap it up. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Scarlet Nexus on the main computer here, now that we can actually play it, now that it's fixed, and plays just fine. Figured it would after seeing what the secondary computer did with the game, but I wanted to see what it would do. And this GPU definitely is a lot quieter and it gets a lot better temps. Like, not like, oh my god, crazy amounts, but the other one was getting up to 76 to 78 when you had the FPS unrestricted like that, even in a game like this. So this one's definitely a lot better. And it'd probably do maybe even better if I could have attached that fan on the back. That might just be a gimmick that does nothing. Maybe it actually affects the temps more than I think, but can't put it on because it would interfere with the cooling tank there, little reservoir. So even this big ass case that 4090 is really kind of too big for. It is what it is though. Anyway though, that is all we got time for this particular video. I've got one more game to catch up on this guy, so I'm gonna do that next. But I hope you guys enjoyed this particular video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out guys.